What's up, Libra? Welcome to your January 2022 general reading. Happy New Year. Welcome to the channel. What's up? If you're new, I'm Danny. What's up if you're returning? Hello. Thank you. I'm excited to do this reading today. We've got a lot going on the month of January, so let's just get into this. But I do want you guys to keep in mind that, this message isn't going to resonate with everybody, so make sure that you're checking out your other placements. Now, before I get into the cards, let's talk a little bit about the dates of this month. We start out this month on the 2nd. So the 2nd of January, two things happened. We had the new moon in Capricorn, which is a complete focus on our home, right? We are in Capricorn season, which means for us Libras, we're dealing with fourth house energy. So we're dealing with the home, this, foundations, happiness, your emotional happiness, your mother, really kind of setting up those domestic things. This is very much a month of that, right? And so this new moon was really, really important for that in terms of setting new goals for your homes. Also because it's in Capricorn, and Capricorn is connected to like ambition and your public image and career and all that stuff. This is a great time to set professional goals. So that happened on the 2nd. What also happened on the 2nd is Mercury moved into Aquarius. Now, Mercury moving into Aquarius for us has a lot to do with our 5th house energy, which is all about like creativity and play and fun and romance. So it's interesting. I really didn't expect our reading to highlight so much romance this month because I thought it was going to be way more about like the home of things and like our career aspect of things. But there's a lot of romance here on the table. We've actually got a 2 of Cups and a Lovers and a Knight of Cups and a Hierophant. So I'm just saying, like, it's real cute in terms of romance. This might be a month where we're feeling very flirty, feeling very play. If you are someone who's single, and especially if you like to do those, dating websites and stuff, this might be the month where you get a lot of hits. So just keeping that in mind, this is going to be a very active month in terms of the flirt, in terms of the fun and the play. Now, along with that, we've got Mercury going retrograde this month. So Mercury moves into Aquarius on the 2nd, but then it goes retrograde on the 14th. And it'll be retrograde until, the 3rd of February. So, same shit that we're always used to when it comes to Mercury retrogrades. Delays in travel, delays in information, miscommunication, tech issues, all those things. While you guys are flirty and doing your thing and texting the boys and texting the girls and sending the pictures and all that stuff, make sure that you're like sending everything to the right person, because I feel like a lot of that can get mixed up and crossed for us this month if we're not careful, okay? After that, on the 19th, we will be having a full moon in Cancer. I'm sorry, the 17th, we'll be having a full moon in Cancer, which has everything to do for us with career, ambition, all that kind of stuff. So this is a great time where maybe we'll start to see some payoff for the work that we've been doing over the last few months in terms of our ambitions, our careers, our professional goals, all those sorts of things. So this is a really good full moon for that for us. After that, the very next day, we've got Uranus going direct. Now, Uranus is the ruling planet of Aquarius. Uranus has been retrograde since August of last year, which basically for all of us collectively, it's making us really kind of step out of our comfort zone, because, that is the planet that rules Aquarius. It also has made us kind of look around into where we want to get involved. And, it's really no different for Libra. And it's funny because so Uranus goes direct on the 18th. On the 19th, we move into Aquarius season, which we will be feeling more connected to community. We will be feeling like we want to get out there, make a difference, go do something, whether we want to devote our time to homeless shelters, whether we want to devote resources to people in need or to animals or to whatever. Aquarius season is really going to be about finding our cause. And since we are a fellow air sign, we're going to be feeling it very heavily. So you guys might be feeling very, very inspired towards the end of this month to really reach out and be a part of your community, which I think is a great thing because we can't forget the fact that Venus has been retrograde, right? So Venus has been retrograde since December 18th. It will go direct on January 29th. And since Venus is our ruler, and since we are very much moved by love, and since we are connected to 7th house, and we are connected to partnerships and relationships, a Venus retrograde can feel like, ugh, for us, right? It can be hard. It can be a time where you're very much stuck in your feelings. But I love that we're going into this Aquarius season with that still happening, because if you're feeling bad, if you're feeling lonely, I think the best thing that you can kind of do to kind of get yourself out of that is to think about others. Um, I find that when I'm not feeling great, me thinking about others, me doing for others, it kind of helps me get out of my funk and out of my own way, so that I'm able to then, manifest the abundance and the happiness and the joy and the satisfaction and all the things that I actually want. So it's good. Also, look, you might meet somebody while you're out here on these streets making a difference. I'm just saying. So let's get into it. So we have the unseen energy is Nine of Wands. I don't necessarily love this energy, but I'm not necessarily hating it. I think the biggest takeaway from this Nine of Wands is to be open. I think a lot of Libras have gone through a lot of things, especially if we're talking about relationships. Ooh, the devil's right underneath that Capricorn energy. Maybe you were dealing with a Capricorn, but I think just really taking a bare look in terms of like where we settle, where we feel like we want more, where we feel like we've felt bound in relationships or just bound in general. It might make you feel a little bit fearful in terms of moving forward. But I think this month is going to kind of keep you distracted with all these different options that reminds you, you're not your past, and whatever happened in the past, it doesn't mean it has to happen again, right? We've learned certain lessons. We've come a long way. And so even though you may be bruised, even though you might have your head and your heart banged up a little bit, you're still at a place where you're able to fight, right? And you're ending a cycle. Nines are kind of like the beginning of an end, right? Of a cycle. And, with it being Nine of Wands, I love it, because if you've been feeling like you've been taking on a lot, if you've been feeling like, you're a little bit overwhelmed with things going on in your life, things are going to start to feel a little bit easier this month, I think. So that's really, really cute. Now, Libra, what the hell, okay? We've got Knight of Cups. Crossing it is Two of Cups. What's going on? This is really good for you Libra singles. Now, again, Venus is retrograde, and again, Mercury is going to be retrograde. So I wouldn't put too much emphasis on trying to hop into a relationship. But as far as like the flirt and finding the connection, this month is really cute. Knight of Cups could also be someone who is coming across as wanting to apologize, or, extend some type of apology, I'm feeling too, especially if you were, recently dealing with someone where things kind of went to the left. You might also be expecting that this month. Actually, I don't think you are expecting that, if that's going to happen, but that's something that can very well happen this month. And in other news, there looks like there's some love offers, at least some people of interest, which is really cool. I love that the Two of Cups is like crossing it, because there's real connection here. Some of you guys are really connecting with people that you really vibe with. There's passion here with that lion that's poking up. There's balance here. And this is especially good for those of you who feel like you've come out of situations that weren't balanced. Maybe that double card that's showing up here, this is where you were feeling like there was no reciprocity. And then you find yourself this month of January meeting people and finding yourself in situations where you feel valued, you feel balanced, you feel the vibe. And so that's really, really beautiful. Now you've got the High Priestess here, which is, Pisces energy or Cancer or Scorpio, but it's kind of like this divine feminine energy. I think that's really important to pull. And honestly, the year of 2022 is going to be all about a lot of divine feminine energy. And even 2022 itself, 222, those 3 2s, they net to a 6. 6 is connected to Venus, right? And 6 is the perfect number of balance. So there's a lot of love to go around this year, especially for us Libras. And I love that we kind of start the year and the month with some beautiful loving cards. So there's a real chance for connection here, maybe connecting with the water sign, maybe reconnecting with the water sign. If it's someone from the past, just because, I have to put that out there, that is a possibility. But I think that you're making some really good connections. And even if they don't mean anything in the long run, even if they're not going to end up being your boyfriend or your girlfriend, they make you feel good in the moment, which gives you that momentum. So you could just keep kind of going on. Again, divine feminine I was about to say divine feminine. I don't know what I was about to say, but divine feminine energy is very much key in this. I think you guys have a knowing. Again, I've been feeling for Libras for quite some time that it's like Libra's right there on the edge. Like there's no Fool card, but it's like you're right there on the cusp of this leap of this something you know and feel is coming to you. And I feel like this month it's coming to you, right? There is this knowing when we get the High Priestess. So this could also be some information coming to you about, like, let's say there's someone that you know and you didn't know that they had feelings for you. This could also be that too, because High Priestess, she is like close to the secrets, right? She does keep things close to the chest. She does kind of know all the information. And so there might be someone who's around you who you hadn't even considered, who you have a great dynamic with, a great connection and a great balance, that maybe you just didn't see them in that way. This could be something that's kind of sprouting up this month. Now, you got the Star card, which Scorpio got the Star card in the exact same placement. So I would definitely go watch their video if you have Scorpio placements in your chart, or if you're dealing with a Scorpio. But the Star card is the card of hope and healing. We loves it. This is a wish fulfillment card. I think Libras have come a long way, especially in terms of relationships. Now, Libras always have a problem, especially like in terms of breaking up with people. Libras struggle with this thing. Like if there was nothing horrible done, like if they didn't cheat on me or they didn't hit me or they didn't lie to me, I feel bad about just breaking up with them, right? As if you can't just not be with someone because you decided that you don't want to be with them anymore. And I feel like for some Libras, that's something that you've really gotten over. There's definitely things in terms of relationships that you've healed, even some things in terms of maybe your friendships. Maybe if you guys were kind of in a weird, rocky place, I do feel like there's healing that's come from that. I do feel like you guys staying close to people that you love has been really, really good for you. This could even be like, I mean, just anybody that you're close to. I feel like if those of you guys who have been going through a hard time, first of all, it's very rare that anybody else would recognize. Number one, because Libra doesn't like other people to know when we're going through issues, right? Because we're always trying to be somebody else's shoulder. And it's just uncomfortable and we don't like being there, right? So we fake it till we make it type thing. But it feels like for many of you, there may have been some type of interaction with somebody who's close to you that they don't even know how much it's truly helped you and kind of given you healing and more perspective. Maybe this person is a fellow air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, or another Libra. Could be a water sign as well. But I feel like you guys have come over a huge hump, especially in terms of expectation in relationships, expectations with yourself. There's a lot that is coming together. This could also, too, those of you guys who maybe have been trying to narrow things down in terms of career or have been trying to shoot for something, this could be like good news coming your way that the thing that you're searching for and looking for and working towards is coming to you. I just feel like there's definitely, you guys made a connection here. And even though there may not be a tangible physical connection here at this point, energetically, absolutely, you guys are definitely on the right track, right? Now, which leads us to the Lovers card, which is connected to Gemini energy, right? So Lovers is a Gemini. This is originally called the Choice. Now, there may be some choices to be made. Now, we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Knight of Cups, we've got the Lovers. There could be some options. And I mean, you're a Libra, so you know how we do. That sounds awful. You know how we do, okay? You know Libra brings all the boys to the yard. So there may be some options. There may be some decisions need to be made, especially if you have met someone new and there's someone from the past coming back. It's funny because I can't help but shake. Yes, Knight of Cups is a love offer traditionally, but it does feel like somebody's kind of coming back to try to apologize or speak their last piece, something like that, especially if they're water. If you dealt with water, Libra, and things kind of went and you maybe haven't heard from them or the communication hasn't been as strong, don't be surprised if they're coming back, which puts you in a position, because I feel like Libra, if that is the case, if this is sounding like it's you, it feels like you gave up on that situation. And so them kind of coming back, for some of you it won't matter. For some of you, you're like, no, I decided and I can't. Some of you, it might, it might pique your interest a bit. So just keep that in mind. But again, all these retrogrades, just have fun, flirt. Don't get too caught up in the titles of the things. Don't get too caught up in the what should be happenings of the things. That will fuck you up every time. Okay. But I do feel like there's this energy of you guys trying to not give it up, like not give it up emotionally, not do too much. Some of you guys are feeling a little stagnant, and be mindful of that, because Libra, I don't think we ever see ourselves as those people. And you might be having someone in front of you that you're super interested in, and you think you're playing it how you always do, super interested. But I get the feeling that if that's the case, they might not be able to read you as much as you think. So you might not be coming across the way that you think you are. So if there's someone that you really, really like in your space, someone that you're really interested in your space, it's better to just like communicate that. Because I don't know, for some reason, like the typical signs and the things that the Libras do to get the things, it feels like it's not like this person isn't necessarily receiving it. But yes, I definitely feel like for some of you guys, there is a choice to be made in terms of love, right? And depending on where you are in your life, kind of depends on how you make this choice. But I think a lot of you guys are in a place where you are thinking about how relationships and how people affect your home and your peace and your security. And so it's bigger than just, yo, we have fun, or, oh, he's fine, or, whatever. Like, so the stakes are higher. And I think that you guys are just being way more intentional in your dating with this. But I do feel like for some of you guys, there is a choice. If there is someone in front of your face, let's say there isn't a choice, you might just be coming off, again, like I said, a little bit more standoffish than you think. I think that for you, your real focus is really you. Your real focus is your priorities are you. And so, and your work and building your legacy and all that kind of stuff. And so it's almost as if these people or this person kind of takes you by surprise, where you're like, okay, but you know what I mean? I think it's fun. Just stay in the moment. And don't feel as though you have to make any serious decisions, because you don't. Now, in the beginning of the reading, I said once we go to Aquarius season, there'll be a lot of emphasis on community and our community efforts. And that kind of does remind me of this Hierophant card. Yes, this is connected to Taurus. Yes, this is connected to spirituality. Yes, it's connected to government, but it's connected to tribe. It's connected to groups. It is also connected to community. And I think that Libra is going to be feeling way more inspired to get out there and like make a difference, right? So no matter how you do it, I feel like all of our job is to help people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's your purpose? What's your job? To help. How does that register? It can register in different ways. You can help people by being a nurse. You can help people by doing free readings. You can help people by giving back to the community. You can help people by being a teacher. Like, there's so many different ways, but I think the purpose, first and foremost, is to help people, is to love people, is to, be there for people. And I think that Libra is really finding exactly how they want to do that and exactly how that fits with them in their life and making it your own. And I think that's beautiful. Some of you guys might be connecting with a Taurus. Some of you guys might be elevating, if you've been in a relationship and things have been going well. Some of you guys, especially with this Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Lovers, some of you guys might be elevating to different or to more serious types of relationships, whether they be engagements, maybe you're finally making it official and like, okay, we're together, whatever this is. But also, I love this. There's a lot that can happen good in terms of finances. Like I said, that Cancer full moon that's going to be happening in the middle of the month, it's hitting our 10th house. So be expecting the blessings, be expecting to get hired, be expecting the raise, be expecting your public image to go off the chain. If you're someone who, is in the arts, maybe this is a time where more people will hear about you. If some of you guys will be finding new jobs, new places of employment, new friends, This is a really good place, but I think there's a lot of security that you guys are getting this month, you know, especially in terms of your home, really setting your foundation straight. I think in that way, Libra's going to be feeling very confident. So that's good. Now, your final card, Libra, is Three of Wands. I do love this because Three of Wands is like, yo, you did your work. Wait, you know, this is almost like, this reminds me of law of attraction, right? You put your intentions out there, you act as if it's already there, you go about your life, and you wait for it to show itself, right? And while you're doing that, you stay in a good vibe, you stay in eager anticipation of great things coming to you, you stay in this open, beautiful place. And I think that's where the end of this month leads, Libra. Again, this Venus retrograde does get a little iffy for a lot of Libras in terms of just not feeling like we are where we want to be in relationships or even in money, right? Because Venus is attached to money too. But I think at the end of the month, whenever we go into, you know, Aquarius season, and again, the more that you're giving back this month and the more that you're, you know, finding where you belong in terms of, yeah, where and how you give back, the better you'll be feeling and the more ease you'll be feeling, and things will kind of just be flowing into you. This person is waiting for their blessings. They've already made the plans. They're already very clear on what it is they want. They're not doing anything to make that energy dilute itself, right? They're just waiting. They're eagerly waiting in anticipation. And it comes after the Two of Wands. So it's almost implying that you've made the plans, you've done the things, you know you want to go for something new, and now you're just waiting for it to get here. And then look what we have. Some of you guys might be considering higher learning, right? Some of you guys might be wanting to go back to school. Some of you guys, there's a deep emphasis again on your children because we are talking about home. But I love the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles is, you know, a card that is, you know, this is someone who's eager and excited about the world around them. They're curious. They're an explorer, right? And they're getting all the information. So whatever this next step is, I think that this is a time where this month you're kind of just getting all the next steps, the information in order to get, you know, so that when the opportunity rolls around and opens up, you'll be ready. You'll be prepared. Some of you guys are going back to school. Some of you guys, this might be simple trainings like, I don't know, if you're interested in being an Airbnb host or something, or if you're interested in, you know, I don't know. Hell, there's so many things, but there's beautiful, beautiful energy here for you to kind of indicate that this is a new, fresh start. This could also be even in terms of relationship, right? This is, I love Pentacle energy because it's stable, it's secure, you know, you can count on it. So there's something like that. There's something stable that you've actually been waiting for. It almost feels like it's your dream. It's like you've been waiting for it. You've put in all the work. You've done all the things on your end. Your best thing to do right now is to stay in this space of gratitude and eager anticipation. And an easy way to do that is to not focus so much on you, what you don't have, what you want, and it's not here. It's a great way to do that is to stay in gratitude and to give to people and things. You know, give, not to the point where you're tired or you're burnt out, but give. Whenever I feel bad and I give, I feel better. Magic. Okay, so you've got windfall of abundance. An increase in abundance is arriving in many different forms, some of them unexpected. Be open to receiving and know that this abundance comes to you to support your life purpose, health, and charitable work. We loves that. So be expecting surprises and abundance and blessings all month, like from different things. It might be money this. It might be someone gifting you tickets to go see your favorite artist. It might be you find an old gift card that you didn't know you still had money on from like Nordstrom. I don't know. It could be anything, but be expecting surprises and abundance all month. If you got that itchy palm, there we go. And then you've also got engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So whether you are actually getting engaged is one thing, but some of you guys, this just means that you guys are moving on to different levels in your relationships, right? Maybe you're going from the talking stage to the we're dating stage, or however you look at it. Look, I had a conversation with somebody about the different stages of relationships and I ended up being confused. But whatever you're at now, you might find that this month brings you to a higher level understanding, and a higher level just in general. We've got the Page of Pentacles, we've got the Knight of Cups. There's something that's being offered to you this month, and I feel like it's something connected to something you've really wanted. And maybe for some of you guys felt like you could never have, or maybe even didn't deserve. Okay, so look, honeys, I want y'all to tell me how this month goes because I'm really curious about this. I do feel like there's something here that's going to grow, a love that will definitely grow. Now, are we going to reach this, oh, we're in love and committed and married and stuff this month? Probably not unless this is something you've already been working on. But some of you guys this month are connecting with people who are going to be very important for your future. So I'll leave it at that. I love you guys. If you would like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. But also go to my About tab first. Look at my menu of services and pricing. Look at the live link if you'd like to do a live reading, which I love to do those. Those are my favorites because I actually love to interact with you guys and get to know you guys. So I hope that this helps. I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, Libra.